Hello everybody and welcome to Season 9, Round 13. It is Mexico today in EU2 and I hope we're going to be in for a treat here. It's a very, very good circuit. There's a lot of possibilities for some very good racing. Today, as always, it is me, Marinarat, and currently I don't have anyone in the party with me. That could, however, still change. We've got Hilly out first, and we're just going to follow him for the first round, or for the first lap off the Mexican GP circuit. And just on the medium tyre here, Hilly. Just a clever tyre to start on if you can get the pace to, if you have the pace to uphold a decent starting position. The medium tyres is definitely a good one to start with. The reserve today for Alfa Romeo has just won the EU3 championship, so congratulations to him. Well deserved. He's been fantastic this season, very, very consistent. But he's also going to have to show that he's consistent in EU2, so we're just going to start off with his lap here. Going to go for the TV pod, and then we're going to see. So he starts off on the long straight. So very, very long straight down into turn one. Turn one is a sequence of corners. We have turn one into turn two, and then turn three really quickly after that. Oh, and he goes a little bit wide. That's a ruined front wing. Let's see if we can catch Ecos Hawkey, who's just about doing the same sequences here. So down the first DRS straight into turns, well, that is turns 14 and 15, into turn 16, which is this double apex here, into the very, very fast flowing end of sector 2, so turn 7, turn 8, turn 9, goes a little bit wide, turn 10, and quickly into turn 11. And he has stopped his lap. Let's see if we can catch Two-Spell going down the second DRS straight into turn 12 here, or the third DRS straight, and then into 13. No, very, very tight hairpin there. Turn 16 into turn 17. He's going to finish his lap. That's the first person to do so. It's a 16.8. So 16.8 is the time to beat. Here comes the Ferrari of Catcher Silva to start his lap. Don Amo is completing his lap here. Is this looking decent? Here he comes. It is a 15.4. Two-Spell actually 1.3 seconds behind. Hello to everybody in the comments. Hello, hello, hello. Charlie with a 16.1. Next up is Jamie James to start his lap. Sorry, Electric Blade Footy starts his lap. Cornish Cock now going through the last sector, takes a very, very short line, the shortest line into the goal line, and now it's a 16 flat. Next up, is that Vamu? It is, and Vamu sets the fastest time of the day, the 15 flat. A very decent time, a very decent banker from Vamu, so a very satisfying time as well to look at. Let's see here. So people, it is going to get very close here as always in EU2, but we're just going to have to wait a little bit for that. Going to get the tyres on, and then we're going to see who comes up next. We have Cacho Silva, who's going to stop his lap there. 16.4. He did break before the line, but he was also invalidated, so no time for him. Jamie James starts his lap. So does Hilly. And I think that is Two-Spell into the pits. No, Two-Spell has kept going here. Started a new lap. It's completely fair here. So I think that is Footy coming through now. It's going to be P6, 16.4 for his banker on the medium tyre. A lot of people choosing to go out on the medium tyre to start off with, to set their first couple of laps. Healy's been out again, but I think we have a EPD Catcher Silver who's coming through first. He has invalidated sadly, so no time for him. Jamie James is also invalidated. An easy track to invalidate on, especially here in Sector 2. Jamie James did it before Sector 2, or the flowing Sector 2 here. The end of Sector 2, that is. Just going to wait for the last few people to come out and do some laps. I think Hilly's already out, but he is also invalidated, sadly for him. So surely he's going to head back into the pits. And then he's going to slap a new set on, get out, set a new time. A time that is going to mean something here. Jamie James starting a new lap. I think that is Charlie. He's going to come in. No, he's almost a 10th up here. It's not. That was the last sector there. He did screw it up. Hawkey starting his lap here. Got to be Electric Blade, goes into the pits, but Jack Hawkey, championship leader, could decide it all today. If he does win, that's all he needs, 25 points to solidify the championship over FRL Big Balls. And mathematically speaking, Jamie James is still in there, and he still is in the fight. Going to be a very difficult fight for him though. I think it is only, yeah, it is still only a win that can secure it today for Hawkey, so let's hope he doesn't get a penalty on the last corner of the last lap while he is leading. Hilly's also on the lap. Looks like he's coming up to some traffic here. Hawkey has invalidated while I wasn't looking in Sector 2. Must have been. And Jamie James into the pits after he invalidates once again. Jamie James is, Ecos Hawkey has kept going here, so he's going to try his luck with a new lap. And I think Matty has joined now. Just be waiting for Healy, who's invalidated again, sadly. That is it for him. Rakvan here coming across the line to set a time. It's going to be, it's going to be a 15.2, so he's good enough for P2 here for the reserve. That Rakvan Zeton today was also from EU3, so him and Hilly know each other from there. Spudhead has started his lap. Firstly though, we do have Donamo coming through the last sector, followed closely by Two Spell Wizard. There he comes. And he goes into the pits. Two Spell, what does Two Spell do? He keeps going, and it's a 15.7. So P5 for Mr. Two Spell here. P5 for him. And Hawkey has invalidated again. So surely he just needs to set a lap sooner rather than later. He's really struggling to set a lap time on the board. Just a lap time is good enough here, as we do see a lot of people invalidating a lot of their runs. Firstly though, now we've got Spudhead coming through the last sequence of corners. He has been rapid quite a few times this season. Here he comes, not crashed yet, and it's going to be P4, a 15.6 for him. So very decent from Spudhead here. I've not actually realised this yet. No, sorry. That is we're just going to forget that. I think that's King David coming across the line. Looks like he had. Yeah, it looks looks like he had it validated. So when we move, Badkins starts his lap. Just go surely into the pits here. Behind him is VPB Cacho Silva, who's going to complete his first legal run of today. He comes across the line. He's going to take a tight line, and it's going to be P3 for now. 15.4 for him. Also an EU3 reserve today in EU2. I think Jamie James has just started his lap. There's a lot of people coming across the lines here. We have Camping Ducks as well. P5, 15.4 for Camping Ducks. And we also have King David coming through the last sector. He's going to take a lot of the curb. He's going to go across the line very shortly. 12, 13, 14, and it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a 15.1, so up to P2, right next to his teammate. That is front row for King David in his EU2 debut, as far as I know. Footy as well. No, sorry, that was Badkins. Badkins up into P7. Next up is Ecos AJ, who still not has set a lap. That is his out lap. He started. Same with Hawkey, starts his lap here. Hilly now surely needs to get a time on the board. Dynamo's on an out lap here, but Hilly needs to set a lap time right now if he wants to ever set one. Here he comes across the line. It's going to be a 15.2, so up to P4 for Hilly. Decent time for the reserves today. As you see, Vamu topping it off. The reserve Vamu, reserve Rakvan, reserve Hilly, and reserve VPB Catch of Silver. So 4 out of the 5 in the top 5 are from EU3. Or no, sorry, they are reserves. Vamu's not from EU3, he's the AM2. I think that is Footy coming across the line. It is, and a 15.4. So look at how close the timing sheet is. It is literally so super tight. And it's great to see. It's great to see. We know this EU2 is very, very close in qualifying. Usually all within about a second of each other. Well, from P1 down to 15, it's almost right about a second, yeah. Just going to be waiting for Don Ammo to cross the line. And there he goes, 1:14.7, so the first guy to break into the 14s with a very fine time there to set off a move. That is 2/10 quicker. A very decent time from the Swiss man, Don Ammo. Started his lap as well. Here comes Two Spell. A lot of people starting their times, but here comes Jamie James. And he finally sets in a lap. That is 14.4. A decent time for him. And that's the first of the three championship contenders with a very, very decent lap time. Big Balls as well. We're just going to be waiting for him to set his competitive lap time. He has a lot to fight for. Hawkey, however, is the only person who really has anything to lose. As we see Kelsterswag going slowly. He's going to try and burn some fuel. But Hawkey here coming through final sector now. He's got a valid time now. It's not going to invalidate it now, surely not. As we get a nice view from the stadium section. Here he comes across the line. He's going to take the white line as everyone else does. Here he comes. It's going to be P6 for Ecos Hawkey, so 1:15.1. Not the best time you want to be setting when you want to win a championship today. He has to win the championship he has to win the race to win the championship here. And Mr. Two Spell now coming across the line is P8. It's P8, very decent. Talked to me earlier, said he wasn't feeling very comfortable. Surely though, top 10 is good enough for now, as we get the two Alpha Tauris coming across. Big Balls into the pits. Cornish Cuck on a lap. And is Cornish Cuck up on his time? It doesn't look like it. He's also going to go into the pits. Catch Silva, however, has just started his lap. So look at the train here. A lot of traffic paradise, as a certain Japanese man would say. We do have nobody really on a lap here. We have R13 Mexico, who is on a lap and is going quicker than he was before. He set his best sector 2. However, his sector 1 isn't just what he wanted, and that is invalidated, sadly, for him. Let's get a few guys out to start their laps. Silva as well out on a lap. Silva, who is immediately is P12. We're waiting for him to. Well, now P13. Here he comes across the line. It's not going to be better or anything. It's just going to be 7 seconds slower. Now Matti finally is here to improve his lap time. He started his lap firstly, though. Batkins also starts. Lamu, it looks like he's going to be setting his time soon. Ooh, he looks very, very good here. What's it going to be? It's going to be P. Oh, and he crashes. Is he out? No, he's not out, but he did lose his entire front wing. So, and he lost a lot of time as well. So, ooh, I don't know what happened there. Charlie and spotted. R13 Mexico retires in the pits, I reckon that is. It's got to be. And it is. Electric Blade starting his lap. We have Hilly, I think that is, coming through the final sector to set his final time of today. He's a bit up in sector 2. Sector 3, sorry. Now let's see. Oh, he goes wide. He's going to start a new lap. He's going to start a new lap here. That's going to be Jamie James also starting the lap. Before that, though, Two Spell has invalidated. Matti, however, is not invalidated. He's going fast here. Matti needs to set a time now. He's going to take the tight line, and it's going to be good enough for P11. He takes the first checkered flag off today, a 1:15.2 for Matti Robbo. Silva has invalidated, sadly. You see a lot of invalidations. Footy coming through. Surely he's got something up his sleeve. Here he comes. No. Didn't look like he took the checkered flag though. Big Bulls retires from the session. That looks very, very weird. Charlie is 3/10 off his normal time, but it's not going to be good for anything. Sadly, 15.8. It's the best he could achieve. Spudhead retires in the pits, as we see. I've lost touch here. I can't really see anything. We have most of the guys who finished their laps. Healy, though, is finishing. He's going to go into the pits. King David coming through the final sector of 15.1, P7 for him. And Jamie James cements his P1, the 1:14.3. Two Spell again has invalidated. Cornish Cock is the next one to set a lap time. Here he comes through the final sector, takes a lot of the outside curve there. Very nice to see it. Cornish Cock coming through the final sector. Immediately P4. Can it get better for Cornish Cock? We're going to see as he gets over the line. It's going to be a 14.6, and it's up to P2 for Cornish Cock. So a very decent time for him. It's a very, very decent time. Footy in the pits. AJ, does he have anything to say? No, he doesn't. He's way, way off. Surely he's just going to go into the pits here. So we're waiting for the last people. So look at how close it is from the leader down to P15. It's just about a second, isn't it? There is just about a second. Look at how close it is. It always is just fantastic in EU2. How close it is. It's just amazing. It's just absolutely amazing. So information lap luckily is on today. as Fembots Freak says Roses Small, pass it on in the comments. Well, let's run you through today's grid. Ecos Jamie James start on pole position after setting a very, very decent time. Cornish Cock 3/10 behind him in P2. Donamo in P3. Vamu Newell in P4. Big Bulls in P5. Hawkey in P6. Surprisingly, behind both his championship rivals, King David P7. Two Spell Wizard P8. Rackvan P9. Hilly P10. Matty Robbo P11. Badkins P12. Kelsa Swag P13. Ecos AJ P14. 15th is Footy. 16th is Catcher Silver. Camping Ducks P17. Electric Blade P18. Spudhead P19. And Charlie in P20. Nobody didn't set a lap time, so everyone had their go. Not everyone was successful. Well, we're going to start it here. Just going to wait to start the formation lap. Right now is the time for, well, predictions. It's going to be a tough one. I think Hawkey's going to crash. I'm going to say, who's the winner? We're going to have Jamie James in P1. We're going to have Big Balls in P2. And we're going to have, yeah, well, we're going to have, what are we going to have? We're going to have Matty Robbo in P3. Why not? Why not? Matty Robbo in P3. So, shortly before the race starts, shortly before the formation lap, we're just going to get the predictions in the chat if you have any. There you go. So waiting for the formation lap to start. Here you go. Jamie James in P1. Let me run you through some Mexico Grand Prix facts. So the fastest lap, the lap record in the race is set by Valtteri Bottas in 2021. It was a 1:17.7. The race distance is about 305.3 kilometers. First Grand Prix was held at the circuit in 1963. The number of laps, we're going to have 36 today. Circuit length for one lap is about 4.3 kilometers. The track was originally built in 1959. The father of Mexico's most famous racing brothers, Ricardo and Pedro Rodriguez, was an advisor to Mexican President Adolfo López Mateo and had a word in his boss's ear about building a racing circuit in Mexico City's Magdalena Mexico sports park using the existing internal roads. El Presidente liked the idea and work on the track was completed in under a year. So first Grand Prix was held in 1963. Race was won by Jim Clark, while for the next few years Mexico's Fiesta vibes meant it became the traditional season ender for Formula One. Mexico was welcomed back onto the F1 calendar in 2015. So we're going to see them all line up on the grid. We're going to get position change. We had Big Balls and Hawkey disqualified. Maybe some rivalry between the two. We're going to see it as we go. Jamie James to start us off, coming through the final sector here. Here he comes. We're just going to wait for Charlie in P20 to line up, and then we're going to get going. So waiting for the lights out. Okay, here we go. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And we're off. It's 5 lights and away we go. Jamie James seems to be getting a good start. Cornish Cock right behind him is very, very close. Vamu is 3 wide. Jamie James has lost massively. Vamu is in P1 right now. Wow, what a start from Vamu. Closer down the field, here comes Don Amo on the inside of Big Balls. Big Balls with cold tyres. Vamu is P1 through turn 1, turn 2 and turn 3. Jamie James P2. Cornish Cock has lost 2 positions there. He's down in P4, Don Amo in P3. We have a yellow flag and his Camping Ducks, he's retired. He came together with, I think, this Charlie, and there we go. First safety car off today. That was an early safety car. So best tyre strat for now is probably staying on the medium tyre if you started on it. If you want to, you can go soft. You can go on the medium tyre for now. The soft strat is very good. Kelster Swag gets a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flag. First driver of today. Charlie here running around with no front wing. He's going to come in to get that changed. Luckily for him, he didn't actually lose a position, he gained one. Let's go wide. Surely not a warning there, but could be. We're going to see what Mamu does. He stays out. Jamie James stays out. Everyone stays out here for now. Oh, we have King David into the pits. That's a bold move. Going on the medium tyre, I reckon, here from David. So early switch to mediums. He's going to have another stop to make towards the end. Maybe on the mediums he can go to the soft tyre there towards the end. He's going to lose about 10 positions here, but not terrible. Electric Blade is also into the pits. He's going to change on to the medium tyre. Charlie surely has to be in the pits. Change his front wing and on for a soft tyre. Aggressive strat for Charlie as Vermouth stays out in front. A very, very good start from Vermouth. Did just what he had to do. Jumped both Cornish Cock and Jamie James. Just shows you how quick the Argentine is, especially around Mexico. Those soft tyres came in very handy for him. Didn't for Jamie James. Actually, sadly lost out there. He does lead a win here today. Hawkey with a good start here, despite having cold tyres. It's not it's not the worst, you know. It is just a straight line into turn 1. Didn't actually lose a position though, so not too bad from the Welsh Championship leader. So very, very well done from him. We're going to keep going for now. As the safety car just came out. Just going to wait for Charlie to catch up, and surely he is going to catch up here. And this is surely the last safety car that we're going to have. I'm going to use this safety car brake to turn on the lights in my room. It's getting a little bit dark. There you go. All right. So warming up the soft tyres. You don't really need to warm them up in Sector 1 or Sector 2. You can wait till Sector 3 to warm them up. They warm up very quickly on a track like this, situated in Mexico City. A very, very hot place. It is a tyre killer. If you're good with tyres, that surely does help you. Sorry for me clearing the throat. Don't mind. Just going to go back to interval. And then surely within no longer a sector, we're going to get the safety car turning off its lights and then into the pits. And there, Bert Mylander has turned off the lights. Safety car is going to go into the pits. Vamu is going to be controlling the pack in Sector 3. And now we're going to have 4 laps gone, but still going to have 32 laps to go. very, very easily here. He's going to start. He's going to wait a little bit here. There he goes. He starts and looks like Jamie James really has followed him well. He's on the back of him. Surely he can take the lead back here in the straight. Both using a lot. Jamie James has got the slipstream here. He got the inside, and he's going to get a bit of a battle here for turn 2 and turn 3. Ramu stays in front for now, but Jamie James surely did capitalise very well on that safety car. Badkins loses a position, or gains a position on Hilly. Further down the field, King David has gotten up to P15. Spudhead in P16 with Footy losing positions here. And a decent Footy loses another few positions. He's gone down into P19. What has happened there? He surely looks like he has had a spin. Tyres just a little bit too warm. It looks like actually that is an AI car, so probably I should invite him. I'm going to keep going. Further up the field, we have Ramu still in front, followed closely by Jamie James, who's still very much on his tail. No DRS yet, so nothing Jamie James can really do with 3/10. Oh, well, maybe he can, just not going to attempt it, no reason. He's got the ERS, he's going to have to save it, because it does do quite a lot. Down the field we have a few overtakes done. Vopu beat Catcher Silver and Matty Robber fighting hard. Matty Robber just getting out in front, but here comes Catcher Silver, just going to stick it out in front. Behind them, King David is lurking. Charlie gets past Kelster Swag, and they're fighting hard for this one. Charlie does keep the position. And very, very tight sector 2, slithering S's. Jamie James seems to be very, very fast. Ramu not being able to get away from him, as we have a... Yeah, we can't see the intervals here between the drivers, but I'm guessing Jamie James is no more than 2 tenths behind Ramu as they start lap 6 here. He's right behind him, and there you go. DRS has been enabled. Can't use it currently on the straight. Surely into turn 2 though. He's going to have it. But here he comes up the inside. Not going to be able to keep it, is he? Oh, he is! He's going to grab the lead here from Ramu. He's going to have to concede, and there you go! Don Ammo into the wall. And that's it, over for him. That's another safety car. Let's just see if we can see it just parked there. Got on the curb, just a little bit too aggressive. Had some wheel spin, and then it was over for him. His race, it was looking very promising, but no cigar. Footy gets a drive-through penalty. Doesn't have a very good relationship with drive-through penalties, as what happened was in Jeddah last season. He got a drive-through penalty, but the safety car kept coming out, and he wasn't able to serve his penalty and was ultimately disqualified from the race. But now is going to be interesting. I think all the soft runners are going to go into the pits here for a medium tyre. Jamie James as the first. Haas driver with number 25, the Brit, the Northerner, is heading into the pits. Same as Ramu, same as Hawkeye staying out. Hawkeye staying out. Interesting decision there. Surely he's going to lose a pit stop from that. Everyone else is into the pits. Hilly keeps going. There's a lot of people who kept going. I don't know why. Surely it's because of their tyres. Well, not really. Hilly's on softs. Hawkeye's on softs. Wizard's on soft. Charlie's on softs. I don't know why they kept going. They should easily have been able to get their first medium stop done. And Jamie James now currently the net leader in the race. King David, though, has already had his medium stop. And with another stop to go, he's looking very solid. Pace is looking good from David. Jamie James, however, with the fresher tyre, it's also looking to go very well. I don't know why Hawkey kept going there. That was an easy stop for him. Should have definitely gone in there. That might be make or break for this race. There's another safety car. Surely the tyre shouldn't be that bad, but I don't know. I just don't think it was the right thing to do for him. Especially now that he's got a championship on the line. Currently is very securely leading the championship, but he still has to win this race to win the championship, to secure it. He has another round. He needs 25 points in total if it is Jamie James who's going to take the top step on the podium today. He's going to keep going for now. Safety car still on. And just going to wait. I think surely though, however, it is in this lap. It is the second lap. So safety car, if you didn't know, safety car has to complete one lap before it can go in, unless it is the final lap of the race that it goes in, no matter what. But for now, Hawkey in the lead. Without a pit stop though. Everyone else who started on the soft, except for Healy and Two Spell, have been in the pits to change their tyres, which was the smart thing to do. However, Hawkey might know something that I don't. Safety car in this lap, but Mylander surely has turned off his lights. There he goes. Hawkey is controlling the pack in sector 3 and can go whenever he feels like it when the safety car is in the pits. Looks like he's gone. Two Spell has been caught out. 7/10 lead already. Badkins behind. Everyone has been caught out. Badkins gets a 3-second time penalty. Nobody was expecting that. King David on the inside of Healy. Can he get the move done? It looks like he's already got it done. He's got the slipstream. ERS is turned on. Healy's just going to have to concede, basically. Matty Robbo behind Healy. He's going to lose the position to Charlie on the inside. Goes to the curb. That's a warning. And Matty Robbo's going to keep the position for now. But he did. Charlie did take the position from Electric Blade, who's got a 3-second time penalty right now, and it looking like he's going to take the position here on the second chance, second time of asking, and he does. Ooh, it looked like there was contact there, but just kept it on the track. Matty Robbo on the inside, and they're pushing and shoving. Great battling here we're seeing between the two, and there you go. Charlie finally gets past him. It's not over for Charlie there. He gets 3-second time penalty. It's not over for him yet, as he still does have a very, very hot head, angry looking Matty Robbo, who wants that position back behind him. Jamie James finally passed Kelster Swag. He also did get past Footy, but he's going to capitalise on him having the freshest tyres of everyone. 1 lap old mediums. He's already done his stop under the safety car. Hawkey though, with a 1.5 second lead. Footy in the pits, looks like he has damage. Doesn't have damage. Just going to go for the new tyres. So down the field we are starting to see a big train of cars forming from Charlie all the way down to Big Balls, sorry, all the way down to Spudhead, and from Two-Spelt all the way down to Charlie. Well, he's in there now. It's just a big train of cars. Currently, surely we're going to see them battling here in just a second. So I'm just going to take a sip. Jamie James behind his teammate goes very deep, and that's surely he's in past electric blade, just letting his teammate pass. He knows he's got the fresher tyres. Next target is Matty Robbo. He's going to send it down. No, he's going to stick it behind for now. Surely though, Matty can't keep him behind, as he does look very, very quick through the final sector. And look at that, he's almost already past him. He's going to have the DRS here. He's way, way, way fast. He's just slingshotting. DRS finally active. And there you go. Easily past him. Jamie James, that is. Oh, and Vamoog battling hard with Kelsterswag. He needs to get past him. He wants to keep Hawkey within that window of, yeah, well, pit stops. It's going to be difficult for Hawkey, but there you go, Vamoog on the inside. Now, Kelsterswag's got the inside for the next one. Vamoog's going to have to take the outside. They're still going side by side, but Vamoog finally grabs that position off of Kelsterswag. Next up is Cornishcock. Cornishcock on the inside, on the outside, sorry. He's going to have to stick around it. Just going to have to wait for it. So wait for the next opportunity. It is getting very, very close though. Now there is DRS. Can we see it already here? Big Balls and Rackvan on the inside. There's Rackvan. Oh, a big shove and a big push. No damage. For now, he's just gonna take it easily. And Big Balls needs to get a few positions because he is battling with Hawkey. He does have to win the races to get the points. Here he comes though. He's not going to be able to get close enough. David gets past AJ. Jamie James and Charlie battling hard. Charlie has the soft tyres on, but Jamie James has the fresher tyres. Charlie just getting loose. And it looks like Charlie has a broken front wing. So that's his soft stint over. He's going to have to go for a medium tyre. Jamie James, very aggressive, very, very hard racing from him. It's good to see. For now though, still P7. Electric Blade, keep fighting here. It's getting close. It is getting close. He's got the DRS. Well, pretty much everyone has the DRS. Spider gets a 3-second time penalty. You see this, the penalties are already starting to form. It's very, very obvious that they're going to be forming quickly. Hilly just doesn't have the ability to fight Jamie James on fresh mediums. Jamie James is looking super good today. Still got the DRS off AJ in front. And is also closing in on him. As Batkins and Two-Spell go side by side into turn 1, he's going to grab that position easily. He's got no ERS to play with, and that's a 3-second time penalty, surely. He keeps getting some of those. He's not going to be in that position for much longer. Here comes Two-Spell, who doesn't have the DRS, but has been saving his ERS for the right moment. King David behind him, taking it easy. Kelster battling it out down in P14 and 13. And now Hawkey has a 3-second gap to Badkins, and it just keeps growing currently. Well, not now, but sooner rather than later, Hawkey needs to hit the pits. Is that going to be now? We're going to see. His tyres are getting a bit worn. Going to stay out for another one. 41% is not enough for Hawkey. Maybe he's lucky and gets a safety car. Jamie James surely though is going to try and do everything to overtake because AJ right now, but King David in front has DRS on 2-spell. He's going to take to the inside line for turn 1. He's easily got it, but he does go very wide. Here comes 2-spell on the inside for next corner. He's not going to be able to grab anything from that. But it is close. It is very, very close. He's not gaining anything. He's not gaining enough. He's just waiting. And Jamie James on the inside of AJ. On the outside now. He's going to get pulled out wide. So a bit of hard battling. He's going to have the... it's going to be... it's very, very loose here for Jamie James. Going to take it easy just for now. There's no need to rush it. There's still another pit stop waiting for Hawkey. And that is a yellow flag. And who's that? That is Catch of Silver. Here comes Jamie James. Nope, he can't get the move done. AJ just defending, and on the inside is... oh, small contact there. Keeps going. Surely though, on the inside, and he's already got the move done. No more waiting for Jamie James. He's been fed up, and he's got the DRS to show for it and everything. ERS as well. 2-spell just saving him a little bit there. AJ though, very, very close to him. Don't really have the ERS to fight him. He's going to go for a dive, but surely he can't outbrake Jamie James. Jamie James just keeping hold of that 5th place. And now closing in on 2-spell. AJ is going to lose a position to Hilly. It's just gone downhill from there. No more ERS to defend with from AJ. And he's going to do the same thing as he did to Jamie James. He's going to shove and push and just elbows out for Hilly. And surely now he's going to be battling a little bit with Matty, but that was very, very hard driving from AJ. Don't know if everyone's going to be too happy with that, but here comes Jamie James surely though on the inside of 2-spell. He's got the move done. No, he's going to wait it out. He's going to wait it out. Just wait for now. On the inside. Oh, small contact. No, it keeps going. Very, very careful though. He surely does have the move done here. Hawkey is in the pits. Hawkey's in the pits now. It's the time for him to switch on to the soft tyres. Interesting. Very, very, very aggressive strategy. That means he's going to go for the soft, for the medium tyres towards the end. This stint right here, he does need to catch up a lot because Jamie James is super far ahead. And he's going to have soft tyres towards the end as well. And that's a yellow flag, and that is AJ's out. And that is a safety car. And that is a safety car. Hawkey waiting just a lap too little. Had he waited, then he would have had a very, very nice pit window. Jamie James looks to be in a very, very good position. David in P1, Batkins in P2, and Jamie James in P3. We're going to see who's going to go into the pits. Surely King David's going to stay out. He's not got that much tyre wear. Batkins has 46. Was that tyre wear? And David's into the pits, Batkins into the pits, Jamie James keeps going, 2-spells into the pits, Vermoo keeps going. A lot of guys into the pits, Hilly's into the pits, Electric Blade's into the pits, a lot of guys into the pits, Wizard goes for the hard tyre. That's not the best decision. The hard tyre is definitely not very, very good around Mexico, but 2-spell has been at the hands of something very, very great. Some beautiful pit strategies. Surely now we're going to have a fresh start for a lot of the guys. Hawkey lost massive positions there by just not waiting a lap. As you saw, King David, Batkins, Two Spell, Hilly and Electric Blade, Big Bulls, Kelso Swag all came out in front of him. Super unlucky for him. No points for now, but surely that's going to change with time. Another lap under safety car, surely, as we wait for Catcher Silver to catch up. See what I did there. Catcher Silver gets a 3-second time penalty under the safety car. He doesn't have to. Well, he has to hurry up, but he doesn't have to hurry up to the point where he gets warnings. So just keep it easy. Catcher Silver, you've got plenty of time. And now, as we see, Vamu is right behind Jamie James. Matty Robbo separating the fresher tyres. Cornish Cuck behind Matty Robbo. Rakvan in P5. Then from that on down we have fresh tyres all around. So it's beautiful to see. And I think I missed it, but Hawkey did come into the pits for a medium tyre. Surely he's going to try and make it to the end on those. Jamie James can't do that. Then again, he's going to have a massive lead over him for a good few laps, and then he's going to come out on soft towards the end, and surely he's going to catch up back again there. Safety car in his lap, but Mylander turns off his light, and now Jamie James controls the pack in Sector 3 for the first time in this race. Just going to take it easy, take it slow. Jamie James has been very, very good on this safety car starts. When Vamu was in front, he did absolutely everything and did jump him as well. Surely going early is the right thing to do. He's going to wait for the car to enter the pits. Going to go all the way to the line. There he goes. And Vamu definitely not caught up. Yellow flag. But no one's crashed there. Vamu is going to go for the outside into turn 1. Jamie James has easily got that. Now the inside. And Jamie James to staying in front. The best exit there. Vamu can't really capitalise on it. No. DRS, and there's another yellow flag, and that's Catcher Silver. Oh, the unlucky lad. That's his second time round this race. Gonna last for a few laps now. King David and Rakvan fighting hard. The two teammates, Two Spell as well, getting past Electric Blade. Spider than Hawkey's. Hawkey getting through now. Hawkey needs to start getting through these guys. He needs to catch up to Jamie James. He needs to catch up to the rest of the pack to get the points he needs to secure the title, as we have a yellow flag and that's Spudhead around. He hasn't crashed, but he did spin around. So luckily for him, far away from the walls in Sector 2. So, well, I guess I could say lucky enough for the walls. So this then suffers as well as Spudhead. Here he comes, King David. He's got the run on Cornish Cuck. Cornish Cuck has got the slipstream in front of him. Matty absolutely saving Cornish right now. Cornish is going to go through on Matty. Is King David going to try and attempt the same thing around the outside? It's a late move, and he does brake very, very late. And he goes past Matty. Matty keeps the inside though, and Matty does brilliantly. Great job from Matty there to keep P4. Cornish Cock, however, still in P3 for now. King David in P5. Didn't get past him. Badkin's small little look on Rakvan. A small little moment towards the end there. Ecos Hilly also there. The thing is, King David is getting very, very close to Matty. Matty can't really defend with much. He doesn't have the tyres to defend for that long. King David is surely he's going to try his best and get through. Already in the hairpin. He's not going to be able to do that. When you go on the curb, you lose absolutely all grip. So Matty stays in front for now, but King David surely is going to go past here now. DRS is activated. No DRS on the first straight. There he goes. The inside of Matty. And very nicely over the curve. Matty following very, very closely behind. Swag and Hawk is fighting for P12 right now. He's going to have a hard time getting through all the guys. Big Balls is the guy who he is battling. Rakvan with a 3-second time penalty. A lot of penalties already. Not a new thing. Very, very, very common in especially here around Mexico City Grand Prix. Jamie James leads the way, 2.5 seconds down to Vermouth, going through now into the stadium section. As we see all the Mexican fans, it's like a football stadium going through there. It's beautiful to see. Need more of those. Matty Robbo into the pits. Daps tyres needs changing. Hawkey now fighting Big Balls. Surely that is easily past him there. Not much that Big Balls can do. It's very hard to see what's happening from the angles that we get around this circuit. Surely, hopefully, that's going to be better next season. King David in P3. He's going to grab P3 off Cornish Cock. Surely though, Cornish Cock's right there. He's still got the inside to the next corner, and he's going to concede the position. Not going to battle it too hard. King David does have 10 lap younger tyres than Cornish. You're now very close to 2-spell. Jamie James is nearing the pit stop window. He needs to get into the pits very soon. King David can't see his tyres as he hasn't got his telemetry on. But we can see from the broadcast that he did make it past Vermouth. Very, very strong drive from him already, looking very good. 3.5 seconds behind Jamie James. That's going to start getting smaller, that gap. Walking now past 2-spell. Not really much battling, it's more of a big train, as we're seeing. Batkins maybe trying for a move on Rakvan. Amu now losing touch to King David. King David 3.3 behind Jamie James, so he's going absolutely fantastically. big balls past two spell. Unluckily enough, he is too far behind Hawkey to really make a difference, as Hilly makes it past Electric Blade and he has to concede the position there. Amu now close to David once again. He had lost touch for a little bit. Looks like he's back within the second. Jamie James, however, is still getting away, kind of. David is not catching that quickly. Jamie James looking very, very fast on his 16 lap old tyres. Very, very amazing to see how fast he can drive when he is obligated to drive fast. Oh, is he going to lose the DRS here, Mamu? It's going to look like it. Yes, he is. No DRS for Mamu as it looks. He's going to go into the pits. Surely that is a soft tyre coming on that Ferrari. And it is. Down in P13 now, Mamu. Not where he wants to be after his brilliant qualifying. Going to come out behind Matty, so a good bit behind the pack here. If it wasn't for the many, many safety cars that we've had this race, Jamie James would be in a brilliant position currently. But because of the amount of safety cars we've had, it's pulled them all very, very close, and he doesn't have the gap that he really needs and he really wants. As you see, if he does go into the pits, it's going to be around P13, and he's going to come out close to Swag with a 3-second time penalty. Right now, right behind Cornish. Same tyre age, the two. Both into the pits. Badkins keeps going. Same does Cornish Cock. He's also into the pits. Thatcher Silver. Second. Showing now it's not long before we see Jamie James diving into the pits. Does have enough tyre age. Well, he does have enough tyres left to probably make it to the end. He is gaining about, let me see, let me just analyse the data. We're going to see it for the next few laps. He started on, I believe, 57%. So we get a beautiful helicam. Wow, that is brilliant to see. Jamie James keeping a comfortable 3.5 second gap to King David behind. So it's looking at about 2% each lap. With 10 laps to go, it's going to be very, very tough for him. It's going to be around 80% tyre wear. It's going to be very tough. Surely he's hoping for a safety car now. King David is getting very close. He's just lost 4/10 on Jamie James. Jamie James, though, still gaining it back. Kelster Swag into the pits now. 10 laps on the soft tyres. And here comes Hilly for P3. Great job by Hilly there. Keeps P3 for now. The EU3 champion. Adkins, though, still right behind him. King David has now lost touch to everything behind him. 3.5 second gap behind. Jamie James in front by 3.2 seconds. He's getting closer. He can see him. He can almost reach him. He's just a little bit too far behind. He is easily making it to the end. Same as Hilly. Same as everyone else except Jamie James. It's going to be very, very close towards the end. 62% tyres now. He's got 3% on this lap alone. It's going to be very tough to make it towards the end. Make it to the end. It's going to be around 85%. If he doesn't get a puncture, that would be amazing. They keep going for now. King David 3 seconds behind now. And guessing he's about 27 to 30% tyre wear on the Aston Martin. Electric Blade gets past Batkins for P4 currently. Batkins choosing the hard tyre, maybe not the right position. Two spell past Charlie, both on hards. And Hawkey now past Batkins. Looking down in a crucial P5, he really does want some more points. 10 points today is just not enough to seal the championship. 25 points is needed if Jamie James wins. If Jamie James doesn't, well, he does need to win. So if Jamie James ends up getting a puncture here, this could easily be the Hawkey's championship sealed. Big balls behind him in P7. It's not really good enough. Atkins losing the position to Big Bulls. He's been losing positions left, right and centre on those hard tyres. You can see a very, very nice and very satisfying split. There's mediums at the top, 3 hards in the middle, and then softs from P10 down to P16. That is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Here you go, Ramu now battling with Two-Spell, and he does hit him. I think sadly he does have catch of silver. He does have some front wing damage on the car. Ramu very, very close to Two-Spell. Still going strong here, Ramu. Not got a lot of DRS to play with, but he does have the DRS. So on Two-Spell, can't really defend it. He's going to go past him way before the braking zone. Oh, and he's going to go back up the inside, and they touch again. A lot of contact, the Argentine network just not working. And Footy retires in the pit. Same will catch your silver probably do. Rack van Sieden has spun around and he's just getting back on the track now. Two-Spell losing few positions here. Cornish Cunt as well, just getting past him. Looks like he has a broken front wing. Same does Big Balls. Big Balls has broken his front wing, and I think that must have been Hawkey. So he has some slight front wing damage. It's gonna cost him a little bit of time. Looks to be dealing with it for now though. Jamie James is still going very, very strong here. 31, lap 31. We have 5 laps to go after this one. There's a yellow flag. That's a big yellow flag, and it's Hilly who's gone round. He's back on the track now. Just waiting for a safe place to rejoin. Big Balls is going to lose his place to Hawkey. Hawkey now up into P3. Brilliant showing from him today. It's going absolutely to plan. And Rack van Sieden Hilly both out. That must have been in the pits. Surely that was in the pits. Yeah, both in the pits. Catch of silver still going though. That's nice to see. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. Helicopter. Hawkey still, yes, gaining small, tiny bits on King David. King David, who's not really gaining on Jammy James. Jammy James is keeping a really nice distance with his 75% tyres. Puncture territory now. He's going to have to be careful. He's going to have to be very careful. Looks like he is. Ooh, don't go on the curbs too hard. Jammy, that will cost you a tyre eventually. But for now, still going strong. David not able to catch him. Atkins now right behind Electric Blade. Electric Blade is going to keep P5 for now. Atkins, though, is right behind him. Probably take the position here. 2-spell P9 for now. Decent showing. Jammy James, 78% tyre wear, turn 1 once again. Lap 3, 4 to go. Well, 3 and 2 sectors. The road is long, or the road is short ahead of Jammy James. Still very, very hard. It's a very, very tough position here. Jammy James is in. 25 laps on those tyres. He's doing an absolutely incredible job. Surely he is taking it easy though. Tyre won't puncture for now. And you can even see the tyre graining on the front there, on the front left of the tyre. 81% tyres. King David 2.6 seconds behind now. Jammy James has gone right down a gear. He's taking it very slow, very easy. Careful on the curb, Jammy. Now you can see King David right behind. Just waiting for this opportunity to pounce. Hawkey, no more ERS. So King David's just going to run as quick as he can because he does have a 3-second time penalty. As you see right there. Jammy James can afford to just slightly let King David catch up. He can actually afford to let King David pass. He just needs to keep the 3 seconds. And now Jammy James, be careful. That tyre is absolutely screaming. Does have 2 warnings, so careful now. Jammy James gets far out. And 2 seconds now between King David and Jammy James. Hawkey 3.1 second behind King David. King David is doing everything he can to catch up. 2 laps to go. There's only 2 more laps of suffrage from Jammy James. King David 1.7 behind. Badkins gets past Electric Blade. Finally, he's been using ERS and DRS for a long time now. Finally does get past him. Jamie James still going easy, still going, taking it easy, taking it as you would with 86% tyre wear. It's getting very, very high now for Jamie James. Surely now, last lap. Here comes King David. Probably he's going to try and attempt to overtake. Jamie James should not battle at all. So if King David wants to go past him, he should just let him past. Hawkey now, less than 3 seconds now. Not less, but he doesn't have ERS to really get into the grasp of King David. So still 3.1 seconds behind. Not the best for Hawkey. Here comes King David. Taking it very easy. Not overtaken just yet. He's taking it very, very easy. Careful now. Oh, and he does push him very, very wide. Surely he should have to give that place back. That should be a penalty. And Jamie James has a puncture. Here comes Hawkey. Oh, and he goes wide. Here comes King David to cross the line in P1. Oh, and what's going on down there? Now, Hawkey's finally passed him. Hawkey in P2. Is it going to be P1? It's going to be P1 for Eagles Hawkey, and he's going to win the championship on the last lap in Mexico. Brilliant, brilliant race from Ecos Hawkey. King David in P2 and Jamie James in P3. Vermouth P4, Big Bulls P5, Badkins P6, Electric Blade P7, Charlie P8, Kelster Swag P9, Two Spell P10, P9, Cornish Cock in P10, Matty Robbo in coming around the final sector here. It's going to be P12. Catcher Silver, not been his day today. He's going to grab the last position of today. Coming through the last sequence of corners. Our final corner turn. Turn 17, and he's going to end up in P13. Wow, what a finish! What an absolute brilliant finish. Driver of the day is Charlie. Charlie has done great. He did start from P20, finishes in P8. But most amazingly, Ecos Hawkey, who's dancing his way onto the top step of the podium and onto the top step in EU2 this season. Absolutely amazing job from Hawkey. 25 points was all he needed to win the championship, and he has got that now. And no way Big Balls cannot win enough races. Even if he gets the same amount of points, he cannot get P1 because Jack Hawkey's won the most amount of races. Jamie James, though, with a punctured tyre in P3. Absolutely amazing job from him. Took the tyre the longest way I've ever seen a tyre go in Mexico. Let's run you through. Ecos Hawkey in P1 is the winner of today's race and the championship in EU2. King David in P2, Jamie James in P3, Vermouth, the AM reserve in P4, Big Balls in P5, Badkins in P6, Electric Blade in P7, Charlie in P8, starting from P20, brilliant job, Two Spell in P9, Cornish Cock, not his day today either, P10 sorry, gets the last point off today, Kelster Swag in P11, Matty Robbo P12, Catcher Silver P13, and Hilly, Rakvan, Footy, Spudhead, AJ, Donamo, and Camping Ducks all retiring from the race. So shortly we're going to start the interviews. And there you go. Now I've invited everyone to the party. We're just waiting for them to join. There you go. We have Jammy James. Just going to wait for King David and Eagles Hawkey to join the party. Hello, Jammy.
Hello, my friend. How are you doing?
All right, thank you. Wow, what a race!
Oh, mate. I don't know what to say.
Absolutely brilliant, to be fair.
I'm going to look forward to watching that again.
Yeah, you should. You should. Let me just get Jack and King David into the party. There you go. We have Jack Hawkey in. I'm just going to wait for David to join the party. And then we're going to get started. Well, I've sent the message out. Alright. Alright, King David's not joining. Then let me start with you, Jammy James. Wow. So P1 for most of the race. Qualified on P1 with a 14.3, 3/10 in front of Vamu, who was P2. Tyre wear, though, sadly struck. And you ended up in P3. You started on the soft tyre, went to the mediums very early on. Were you ever meant to go so early on the medium? And was it always meant to be a one-stop for you?
With the amount of safety cars we've seen, I don't think it was a slam dunk 1, 2 or 3. No, I was always going to go back to the softs because I was expecting either to have a bit of a gap to go back to the softs or a safety car would come out. But my decision behind me, I saw it was forming, and I thought if I pit, I know Vamu finished obviously just behind me, and he pitted, but at that point I just thought I can't get stuck in a DRS train or I'll just lose constantly. So I just thought keep going. I had two strategists on me in my ear, and they were just saying keep going until a safety car comes out. But obviously it never came. Tried to look after my tyres, and yeah, last lap around the double right-hander.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate time for the tyre to explode. Had it waited about 5 corners, I bet you won the race. But sadly, it wasn't meant to be.
No,
however, you still had a very, very good job. Carried the tyres all the way till, well, was it 27 laps towards the end there?
29, I think it was. And and Jack, I didn't try and take you out just then. I was very struggling.
It's all good.
I was struggling to turn the car.
No worries.
Right. Well, just to end it off, I'm just going to say absolutely amazing job keeping the car on track after the tyre exploded. Congratulations on P3 and enjoy
Thank
it.
you, pal. Thank you very much. Thank you.
On to the championship winner, Jack Hawkey. How do you feel?
Yeah, feels good, mate. Can't lie. After bottling EU4 so hard last season, it was obviously my main aim to win a championship. Obviously, I knew EU2 would be so much harder, but yeah, I'm just glad it's finally over. To be honest, it was just stress all the time because there's obviously so many fast guys in this division. It's crazy. Obviously, I think that makes it feel better as well because obviously against some of the best people in COS. So yeah, I can't complain.
Of course. Now, it was a bit of a up and down season. However, you still always were in P1 in the championship, starting with winning 2 races in a row. But this race today was something special. Didn't start where you wanted to be, with all the way down in P14 at one point. What was your plan really today? What were you hoping for?
So obviously my first 2 qualifying laps I invalidated. So my third one I just need to get it in, just keep it safe, don't even risk it. And obviously it was a low 15, which is quite poor. But then the race was going well. Got up to P4 I think as Dynamo crashed out. And then when the first safety car came out, I was actually praying that the guys in front would pit, because I was like, I'm going to stretch out my first stint until about 15, 16 and then go on the medium to the end. And then I did do that, and then it put me onto the bloody softs when I pitted. I was like, oh god, here we go. So obviously then as soon as I came out, safety car came out again, which is actually quite good for me. So I got to pit again. Yeah, obviously P14, and it was just a case of just making my way back up slowly and surely. And yeah, the last lap was bonkers. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, you saw Jamie James getting that puncture right in front of you. The last few corners there, it looked like there was a bit of contact. I know it wasn't any harm.
Yeah, it wasn't intentional. Yeah, it wasn't intentional or anything like that. It was my own fault. I don't know why I tried to go around the outside, to be honest, in the corner. It was just my own fault. But yeah, I was surprised he did go that long. I was like waiting for him to pit like every lap, and I was like, oh, fair. If he stretches this out, fair fucking play to him.
And he did end up stretching it out, but you also ended up winning the race. Congratulations on sealing championship in EU2 and getting the win today. Well done. And that's going to end off Season 9, Round 13 in Mexico for EU2. Hope you enjoyed it. Next week we have our final race of the season. It's going to be USA. So join us in 1 week. It is the final race, but it's not the final race. We have another rerun of Japan the week after. So I'm going to see you then, and good night.